The Trump administration invoked the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA, to impose unprecedented blanket tariffs. High duties were placed on imports from China, Europe, and Asia under the banner of America First. By July 2025, the U.S. government had collected an estimated $142 to $159 billion in tariff revenue. But consumers and import-dependent businesses paid the price through higher costs and disrupted supply chains. A federal appeals court later ruled these tariffs unlawful, stating the president had overstepped by weaponizing tariffs outside wartime or national emergency. Remedies such as refunds have been sent back to lower courts for reconsideration, and enforcement is paused until October 14 while the government prepares a Supreme Court appeal. If the Supreme Court upholds the ruling, three outcomes are most likely. First, public finances would face strain, with tens to hundreds of billions in possible refunds widening deficits and forcing more Treasury issuance. Second, presidential authority would be curtailed. Sweeping tariffs could no longer be imposed unilaterally. Trade policy would return to tighter legal and congressional oversight. Third, consumers and small businesses would gain relief. Lower import costs would ease inflation, restore competitiveness, and strengthen household purchasing power. Globally, the ruling could restore predictability. For years, sudden U.S. tariffs rattled supply chains and triggered retaliation. Removing that uncertainty could encourage firms worldwide to resume long-term investment. Still, sector-specific tariffs remain intact under Section 232. Steel and aluminum duties were raised to 50% in mid-2025, while cars and parts face a 25% tariff. These are legally separate from the IEEPA case, though political pressure for reassessment could grow. Steel and aluminum producers risk tougher competition from cheaper imports. Automakers may benefit from lower input costs and more affordable cars, but U.S. carmakers will face stronger foreign rivals. For semiconductors and batteries, reduced input costs may help in the short run, but weaker protection could intensify global competition with China, Korea, and Taiwan. The ruling is more than a legal technicality. It could decide whether the global economy shifts back toward cooperation and rules, or into a new era of targeted trade conflicts.